The Great Dome. Before going into each of the worlds, it is necessary to make a caveat and clarify what the Great Dome means and what we mean when we mention it. The Great Dome, also called the end of the known, is that which covers and encloses in some way all the other known worlds. Very few were able to see this end and even touch it, but can it really be touched? Moreover, it is said that some experiments were made to be able to cross it, but it was not possible. It is the terror of several colonizing civilizations that do not sleep peacefully, since any race from outside could take away from them from one day to another the power that they maintain in that hierarchical pyramid that they themselves built during history. Another world that generates terror for them is the Celestial Lands, but we will have time to detail this mysterious place that has a great relationship with a human being. In this Great Dome, there are 178 worlds or circle environments, which in turn may have one or several domes that also enclose them with their different climates and civilizations. Penetrating these domes of each circle is not an easy task. As time went by, the technique was perfected and now there is a lot of technology to carry it out. But this was developed exclusively by colonizing races. Many other races explored surrounding these worlds or simply the independent land. These domes are almost impossible to cross via air, and almost always another way is south by land, but the most common is that it can be done through water, which is where they are more easily found, the way to open passages that can connect the inner outer worlds, almost like two membranes in any cell, functioning as a barrier that can allow at a certain time the passage. When you have greater control to be able to penetrate some specific domes, it can be done via air without much inconvenience, although it can be quite dangerous for reasons that we will see later. Much later, many portals were found in several circle environments, connecting even several of the worlds. The manipulation of this portal was huge, and many problems were caused. On some became unstable, making some beings have disappeared without knowing where they really went or if this caused that their matter has disintegrated. Today, it is common to find beings in full development of portals that can connect certain areas within the Great Dome without ever having been able to penetrate it. When we speak of the 178 worlds, we are not referring to the independent lands that exist between worlds. These are lands that exist and were used by various races when they could go outside. In fact, it is said that these lands exist to avoid long distances that connect the worlds. It is fervently believed that the worlds were made to investigate them and that all of us, in one way or another, we are going to go outside to look for our freedom, to know other races and to be able to enter someday in what we can be found in the Celestial Lands, as well as behind the Great Dome.